Welcome to the Nameless Voices podcast, episode 3, now with 50% more cardboard and apparently 50% less people. I'm your host, Nanashi, and I apologize in advance for whatever this is going to be. Joining us tonight, we have our usual guest, Commando Xpando.
Huzzah.
Again, rejoining us, we have Keisetsu.
I forgot my line here, honestly.
Don't worry. Our reoccurring migraine, Mimikyu. The late-to-the-party individual who decided to finally join in, Noughtic, who's currently muted, so he probably can't even hear me.
You're late!
Come on, give him a break. He's probably busy. No, he's deaf and... No, he's not. He's unmuted again. No, he's muted.
While he's sorting himself out, we've got the god of winter, TOMI the Fox.
Yeah, Charmer's best deck, fuck Drift Gaming.
One-trick pony.
And hello, Noughtic. You doing alright, man?
Everyone's quiet at the moment.
So you can't hear us, huh?
No, I can't. It's just really quiet.
Well, considering
Just
there's
gone.
only 6 people in here, it's not going to be extremely active, I guess.
No, I mean, as in my phone's really quiet.
Oh.
Get on the computer, you dum-dum!
No.
Yes.
I mean,
No.
is your phone turned up to like max volume or what?
How do I fix this?
Did you just wake up?
It's like 4 a.m. over there where he is.
Fuck's sake.
No, it's 5, actually. I thought it was
Yeah,
going to be
I-
4. I woke up at 4,
tell you, Evan.
actually, and I checked.
Oh, so you're actually awake.
Wait, Australia?
Where is he from? Australia?
Hey, Noughtic, where are you from again?
Australia.
That's what I thought.
Figures.
Okay, so... First and foremost, I'd like to do the honorable thing and say happy birthday to everyone in the server who has a birthday in the month of December. Glued Blaziken wanted to be here today but couldn't, so happy birthday to you. Glued Blaziken's birthday is actually on the 12th, I need to mention that. And Fanglala, currently, has their birthday on December 31st. So happy birthday to both of you. Is there anybody else you guys can think of who has a birthday this month?
Nah. Can't think of anyone.
That was ferocious.
Look, it's a Scottish cough. There was a
Thinking how to
ferocious
fix
drunk.
this.
Uh-oh. Okay, I guess Noughtic's
Yeah.
gonna take care of that and come right back.
Probably, yeah.
That's fine. Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Are we gonna discuss the ban list first, or are we gonna leave that for last? 'Cause
Well,
I
we-
have a lot of concerns.
Well,
How do
I actually have a, like always, I have a list of topics to go down and I'd like to go through real quick, just to try and give us something to talk about. And there's a lot to discuss. Before we get into the card games, though, anyone have anything going on in their life that's kind of interesting at all?
My mom went through surgery she had a vein replacement surgery in her leg from her groin down to her ankle.
Ooh.
Jesus.
Yeah. I'm sorry, surgery makes me sick to think about sometimes.
It's fine. But yeah, she's got the stitches out, so she's healing.
Good.
Perfectly fine. She's able to walk, but she's having to wobble right now. Her leg's
yeah.
stiff.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
And I has pizza!
Oh, I figured it out. I figured it out.
Good.
And I am hyper.
Alright, I'll be right back.
Why does it sound like he's walking on a pile of bubble wrap?
Probably is, actually.
I mean, a carpet of regrowing bubble wrap would be nice.
Certainly sounds like it would be.
Still picture that.
All right, so anyone else
I am
got
going-
anything worth mentioning?
But I'm sorry if I go quiet. I'm going to be mute so you guys don't hear me chomp in the mic while I eat my pizza.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
Nothing.
But I do want to say, everyone watching, you guys are all amazing. Everyone in the stream, you guys are all dingbats, and I love you all.
Thanks.
Gee,
Um,
thanks.
Being bad.
I wish I was loved.
Ah,
Love hurts.
Yeah.
you're alone.
I'll take what I can get.
Okay, so going down the list, first off, I got some new stuff coming. I'm working on some new deck profiles and updates finally. I finally found the new mix with Gustos using the Speedroid engine with the new tuner that we got, Car Turbo. He's actually decent for the deck. I finally got the new Penguin build working now that we finally got our hands on the Synchro. The Beast cards...
How's that going?
Huh?
How's the Penguin deck going for you?
It's
Because
actually...
the only version I've been seeing, like, I've been looking up builds to try to build without needle fiber, and I'm like,
I hate to admit it, but I do need a copy of Needle Fiber in mine for now, which is why I'm waiting until post-ban list to release any updates, just to make sure it doesn't get banned. And we're going to cover that when we talk about the ban list in a few minutes. I don't want to get into that now.
It won't get banned, it'll get limited or semi-limited, whatever the hell Konami wants to do.
Yeah. Well, anyways, we can talk about that in a minute. My Penguin deck works. It does need a copy of Hulk, but I can live without it should it come to that. I just don't want to. And I've gotten a lot of help getting that taken care of and getting it off the ground thanks to the Penguin Discord server. Surprisingly enough, way more popular than I ever expected it to be. People like penguins.
Penguins, my god.
It's a fun deck. I just don't want to invest $150 into it.
I don't blame you. And last I checked, Hulk is like $20 anyways, so it's technically the most expensive component as far as I'm aware.
Oh no, my version plays triple in perm.
Ah. Well,
actually,
background noise.
Right.
Is it imperm pretty cheap now or affordable? Because I've heard it's actually a okay price.
It's anywhere between 60 and 70 for a set back when, and then it's going to get its buyout again. But no one wants to play the gold rares.
Well, actually, the gold rare reprint is going to bring the price down for it, and the last reprint it had down to $20 to $30, from what I understand.
But no one wants to play the gold rares because people think the gold rares are going to get banned from playing like hobby leagues, and I believe that.
Are they that
bad? They're thick. I held up a common Super Poly and I held up a regular gold rare Super Poly. I'm like, damn, this boy thick. They are thick.
Well, another thing is I am working on that beast mix of mine now. We finally got the Tri-Brigades, and it's insane.
What about your alpha?
I'm sorry?
What about your alpha? Don't you need at least one copy?
I actually need 2 for my build to work, but the price has been dropping a little bit. It was $50. Now I checked the other day, and it's like 35 or 40. If the price keeps dropping, I will invest in it.
I recommend getting one by next month because if locals start opening up, but then Americans are retarded with COVID, so...
Right. So we have no idea how that's going to go. And I'm also working on a... go ahead.
I didn't mean to interrupt. I just wanted to say that I've been working with the new Sun Valiant cards.
Sun Avalon,
right.
Yeah, I've heard. I was told to pronounce it differently, but whatever. I've been using those, and I actually mixed them with Predaplants, and it is mean.
I bet it is. And we know about the new Phantom Knight and Raid Raptor cards. I'm making a deck using my old Dark build that uses some of the new Phantom Knight and some of the new Raid Raptor cards in it together as a melding engine.
What about your tone scale? Do you need those?
Actually, my build doesn't need tier scale.
I actually do need 3 copies of tier scale and 2 more copies of Raider's Wing.
I need a copy of Raider's Wing.
Well, isn't tier scale like really good for my builds now, considering how much it does for them?
Yeah, that's a good reason why it's $25 for a good reason. They were like 20 before.
Yeah, I don't need that. I mean, it's a good card. It's just my build is only using a small number of Phantom Knight monsters in it, so I don't need a huge engine. And pretty much all of these...
I guess you could say it's a best match.
Yeah.
Is it build?
Yeah. And most of these changes are only able to be done because Phantom Rage turned out to be way better of a set than I ever expected it to be, and I'm so glad we finally have access to those cards.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was cheaper, and a lot of stuff is really, really cheap. And
Konami did something right.
For once.
For once in their lives.
So I
So
know
very
that
loosely
there
made,
was
you can-
one downside to the latest set being released, and it was the VW deck, Virtual World or Volkswagen as it's called, because it just turbos out VFD.
Yeah.
That's all it does. That's
Yep.
all it's good for.
I have a feeling Konami's just gonna sit there and look at the VFD issue and be like, "Oh, we'll put it at 1, just
Now-
so we can keep this around." Or they'll ban it and won't ban XM Saber Golems, and then we'll have a hand loop deck again.
Or they ban
They're
the
not
correct
gonna
card
ban it.
and ban Borreload Savage Dragon.
For God, that isn't worth banning. I don't care why people advocate that card
I'm
being
kind of
banned. It's
scared
not even
that
that
they're
big of an
gonna
issue.
ban Savage.
They
Boral
won't.
Savage
It's not gonna
isn't
It won't.
that
It
okay.
shouldn't.
It's never gonna happen.
I don't like Boral Savage. I think that its Omni Negate is annoying and hard to deal with, but I would rather have it than Apollosa. I am
Ain't
okay.
even that either. Just so many of these cards can be outed. Book of Moon, a Perm, bait something real fast. So there's my bait. That's what I've
Okay.
been waiting for.
So, other than the VW deck, though, is there anything else topping tournaments recently that we should be concerned about?
To my knowledge, I don't
Can
fucking know.
Dragoons get hit already?
Why?
Ugh.
It's a complete failure in the TCG.
Oh, some decks still play it. The only way they're going to go about the OCG way, they're going to limit Red Eyes Fusion, and they're going to limit Anaconda, and the next list they're going to limit Dragoon, and then they're going to ban it. They're going to be like the OCG, keep it in the company for a year.
Honestly, if they just ban Verda Anaconda, it's going to solve all the problems. I mean, even Predaplant barely uses it, and that's just because it's not very convenient.
Well, the thing is with the Dragoon situation, in my eyes, Dragoon's a bigger issue. Predaplant rather conscious there for fusion. Okay, fusion turbo, boom. But it's what it leads to. It's just Dragoon, really. It's 2,000 points for basically next to nothing unkillable negate. So in my eye,
well, here's my argument on that. I think that Dragoon is annoying. It's way more annoying than any other Omni Negate we have in the game, more so than Boral Savage. However, I think that Dragoons is okay to exist as. Oh, we just lost someone. Oh, we just lost Mimi. Oh, internet's acting up. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was going to say.
Yeah, you're lagging a bit.
I am?
Yeah.
Okay, hang on a second.
Yeah, I heard you lag a little bit. I don't know if that was someone else or you.
Okay, let me disconnect and reconnect real quick. I'll be right back.
Okay. By itself isn't a good card. It's just Dragoon that's the issue.
Okay, I'm back. Is this okay?
It's okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, well, like I was saying, I don't think that Dragoons himself is the problem. He can only be easily summoned by Red Eyes Fusion. And Red Eyes Fusion is not necessarily a big problem either. It's cards that can turbo access of it to make him easy to play. And at that rate, I think Verde Anaconda would be a smarter move. Dragoons or Verde Anaconda, I'd be fine with, but I think Verde Anaconda could prove to be a more problematic card if we ever get more annoying fusion cards.
I mean, it already was annoying. People were summoning the big Neo boy. Oh, let me do this. Let me do that.
Well, that's my argument here. Dragoons himself requires a bit of dedication. He is annoying, but he requires a bit of dedication. Vert can make so many other cards that are inherently bad or worse into problems by playing them out faster. At least that's just my opinion. But so I think Dinos is still a big deck, isn't it?
They are.
Still a big deck.
They are, and a lot of people think they need to ban.
To go.
Okay, a lot of people think dinos need to hit misses. I agree, miscellaneous sword.
I honestly thought he said Dino Miss. I was like,
oh
wait.
no, they need to hit miss. Okay, let me finish. Well, here's how I'd handle dinos. I would limit Fossil Dig, and I would limit Miscellaneous Source. And then if they keep on being a problem, I would ban Miscellaneous Source, and then limit Oviraptor.
I don't know if I agree with that necessarily. Miscellaneous source, well, as long as we're on the subject anyways, let's just go ahead and talk about the ban list then. We can
I thought we were in it already.
Well, it's fine. I just wanted to solidify that for our listeners, I guess. I do think that miscellaneous source needs to get hit down to 1. It was fine at 1. I could even live with it being at 2, but at 3, it's abusable.
All right, so since we're gonna go on a ban list, let me pull up the ban list, and once you guys get to me, there's a lot of cards I want to come back to 3 on this ban list, but
fair enough. As far as cards that need to be hit, we can all collectively agree that VFD either needs to get banned or limited. Preferably banned because I'm just sick of seeing it. But that's a personal bias.
Me too.
We all think that, honestly. VFD is way too makeable, even with it being a rank 9. I mean, Virtual Worlds, the rank up magic, fucking... If your deck can have some consistent way to get to it, there's no fucking way it should be playable. Considering it just says, declare divine attribute, can't fucking do anything. Like, dude, come on.
Alright, so do you guys want to go first, or do you want me to go through my ones? Because I have a big list.
Well, let's go ahead and get ours out of the way then, because I can only think of a couple of cards off the top of my head that I'd like to see changed. The Link Sync engine needs to be handled as well, but if they're going to hit anything out of that, I don't think hitting Hulk is going to fix anything. I think the proper card to hit on that would probably be either Link Cross or Martial Metal Marcher.
See, I'm tilted because I think either Link Cross or Metal Marcher being hit would actually kind of cut down the strategy, because on one hand, Link Cross, token fodder, on the other hand, Metal Marcher, tuner fodder. It's a bit of a win-lose-lose-win thing, as in, if one gets banned, it's going to be a bit of an issue. If one doesn't get banned, the other one's going to fucking be a bigger issue. So, I would personally hit Link Cross more, because Metal Marcher by itself as a tuner is a bit meh. Provided the big Herald of the Arclight, which could be the gate. But Link Cross would be the more logical hit due to token generation and the fact it extends more as opposed to Metal March or Needle Fiber. Needle Fiber, let's be honest, it's never gonna be fucking hit until it sees play in one actual CS.
Plus, we're getting a Needle Fiber mat. Link Cross can get hit. As for the little synchro negate, the fairy one, I see them hitting it to 1, not outright banning it, because they need to support the rituals.
Actually, I was going to say the exact same thing. I think Herald being limited is perfectly fair.
Well, it's play at 1 anyway. That's not going to be much of a fucking difference, is it?
Actually, no. I've seen plenty of decks turbo that thing out in like 2 or 3 at a time when they can't access Boral Savage.
Before COVID made me quit completely, I had a $250 Melfi deck. I was playing 2 of them things. Put a negate out 1 turn, then put a negate out another turn.
I think putting it to 1 is a good
right sounded like circle tunes.
My favorite ritual deck, Neckclaws. They just got a Drytron. They don't need 3 Herald. They need 1, and then they can live off the Drytrons. Like, I hated Neckclaws back in the day.
3 Shirt.
Yeah, they got 3 Shirt. Like, come on now. We can build anything with Neckclaws. We got cheaper Pot of Extravagance. We got the Drytrons coming out at the end of the month. On the 18th, since it got delayed. Neckclaws can live with 1 Herald.
Yeah, just unban the Jins.
Oh,
you don't want that. I will go back to playing Lycanthrope and find a way. I'll go back to playing Lycanthrope and run a small Neckclaws package, and I will find a way to get Lycanthrope and the level 3 Neckclaws ritual on board.
I actually side Sarifa.
What was that?
They keep on cutting out.
Yeah, you're cutting out a bit, mate.
I side Sarifa in my ABC.
Oh, the
Saphira?
Hand trap, yeah.
That's a ritual. Basically, I think target can say discard it.
Right. Soravis.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Back then, when I had my $250 Murphy deck, I also had my $150 for hire deck. and people like for hire go first. For hire shouldn't be going first. So I was making for hire boards going first, setting up 2 negates, but there can only be 1 set. After
That's
doing
just
a Griffin
disgusting.
combo.
Yeah, I'm over here with my friggin' $2,000 commander deck that I'm still building.
And I'm sitting
I'm
here
like,
with my $12 crawler deck that can theoretically kill all of it.
I'm
Dude,
sitting here with my
Crawler
full deck
needs
thinking
support.
they
There's
don't.
money.
nah, crawlers are OP.
Of course.
I mean, I would like another thing that supports the
Crawlers
big
are
level
ruining
9.
the game. They're broken.
Tired
Get
Noughtic
'em
is
outta
best
here.
Noughtic.
Okay, tell you what,
Vote 'em out.
okay, Fox, what else do you think needs to get banned? Do you think anything else needs to get banned?
All right. Well, a lot of stuff needs to get banned, but I'll get to it when I do my part. I'll let you guys do yours because I have a big wish list. It's never gonna happen. If I took over Konami for one ban list, your Draco Power deck would be back at decent power. Let's just say that.
Oh god.
Oh Lord.
Well-
I don't think there's really anything else to talk about unless anyone else has anything else they want to contribute.
Well,
Alright.
I have one thing
Oh,
to say
Timing.
about the ban list. Now, you're probably going to think 2 things. A basic and shut up with this hit.
uh-huh.
But in my honest to God opinion, drum roll please, maestro. Unlimit the dragon rulers to 1. The other ones.
Okay.
Um,
Blaster, yes. Title, maybe. Redox, fuck no. I play
Well-
Redox. I play rocks before Dueling Book went down today, which has been down, and I played traditional rocks with 1 Black Dragon, 1 Redox. You don't want me to have that type of power without leaving Black Dragon.
I
Well,
could
hear
see,
me-
yeah, I could see Blaster coming back, sure, and I could see Tidal coming back, maybe. Although, you know,
Title can come back in 2 years when Mermills get rid of their hand loop shenanigans.
that's actually what I was about to lead up to. Mermail is my concern, but Redox, no, absolutely not.
Here's my thing. Blaster, what the fuck are Fairdex doing outside of what? Volcanic support?
No, you have Noids, you have Salamangreat. Everything else is dog shit.
You act like Noids are doing anything right now.
No, I don't like Noids, but I would like to have Noids pop a card on the field and pop off. I hate Noids with a passion, but I'd rather deal with Flare Noids than sit through a combo board that's been shot out 25 minutes, wasting my time.
I actually can't argue that.
When have Noids been relevant?
I'll talk
Tell me
that once my part. I'll talk more about that.
Well, Noids have done like nothing, so it doesn't matter. Title, part of Mermails, which are beatable by the dude. Not doing much to go on there.
Dude, saying that a
My
hand
friend
trap can
Richard
beat a
could
deck is not really an
scare
argument.
My
It
friend
was
Richard was
Ashbots for 2
scared
years. Let me have this.
Never wanting Noids back
It's such a
from
strange
with
dynamic.
his Skull Servant deck.
Okay,
Well-
All right, so once you guys get done, I'm gonna list off my wants, and there's some cards I want to bring back to 1, and then I'm gonna go through. I'm gonna go through my bans and cards I want to 1, then cards I want to 2, then cards I want to 3. Let me know when you guys are ready.
all right, then let's try this. Name your cards off one at a time that you want banned, and we're gonna say yes or no.
Link Cross, VFD,
No. Yes.
Yes.
Smokinade,
Yes.
Yes.
Buster.
No.
Wait. Buster Whelp? The thing that locks out extra decks?
Yes.
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 Grenade. Oh boy.
Shut up.
All right, and to 1 off of this list, I'm gonna probably get a Nut Punch off of this.
Let's hear it.
Yatagarasu.
Get the fuck out of my sight right now.
Yeah.
No.
If it gets eroded
no.
in some way, then yes.
Yes.
Straight up, no.
Yuddy.
Electromite.
No.
Yes.
push the
I can come back to 2.
I mean, it's going to come back to 1. No one can argue that. With the new Metal Foes coming, it's going to. I don't want it to, but it's going to happen.
Probably, yeah.
All right.
Got to push Metal Foes, baby.
Wind up send Matey to 1 or 3, but ban Hunter.
That's been on the case for years, to be entirely fair.
I can live with that, yes.
Solomon, Great Mirage, Stalio to push the solid stuff when they're gonna put it out.
Yes.
I'm gonna go with no on that one.
I'm gonna keep on going down the list. Mobilize, engage if they ban drones.
Get out.
Engage to 1?
If they ban drones.
No. Still no.
Limit the field spell as well, and I'll call even.
I say no because, well, that applies to Skytracker engine will still be usable in some capacity. I'm not dealing with fucking Widow Anchor over and over and over again. Fuck that.
Time sealed to 1.
No.
All right. Cards that are
Time sealed to 1.
Cards that are 1, let's see. I would like to see Our Hero Lives come back to 2 or 3. I would like to see Called by the Grave come back to 2 or 3. I would like to see Chain Strike come back to 2 or 3.
Got a phone call, bear it back.
Okay.
I would like to see Draco Face Off come back to 2 or 3. I would like to see a Melody Teleport come back to 2 or 3.
I can agree to most of those.
I would like one day.
E-Telly can't come back until Virtual World is devastated.
It's true. I would like to see One Day of Peace come back to 2 or 3. I would like to see Sekka's Light come back to 2 or 3.
Could I give y'all my list now?
I would like Definition to come back to 2 or 3. I would like Macrocosmos to come back to 2 or 3.
No.
I would like Dynamite
Fuck outta here with that.
return to 2 or 3. I would like Wallow Revealing Light to 2 or 3 if they ban Life Equalizer.
Okay, yeah.
Ooh,
In that case, I could kind of agree to that, sure.
Life Equalizer, there's a degenerate combo with that. I play a lot of trad format and unlimited format with friends.
Morphing Jar 2, the hand loop, the loop for morphing, the loop
Then-
becomes viable again.
I would like to see Sir at 3, Malicious can go to 1 for all I care. Graph to 3, Buster to 3, and Totally Awesome. We're never gonna get 2 Morphing Jar. I played 2 Morphing Jar with friends.
Cyber Jar or Fiber Jar.
I personally want Cyber Jar back so I can make money off my alties, but it won't happen.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. Not unless they hard errata that card in some way, shape, or form.
Okay.
2 once per turn. 2 once per turn. That's all I
Well,
get.
it's going to need to be more than just once per turn, man. Cyberjar was problematic not just because it had a really good effect that wasn't once per turn. It was everything that it did.
Complaining for no reason.
You flip it. Your flip
Good
effect can
card.
only be used once.
Then effect can only be used once per turn.
I mean, it would make it more fair if it was once per turn, but I still think that it's too much.
Leave it as it is, baby.
Is he on drugs?
Right.
No, he's waking up, remember?
No, Cyberjars are good.
Well, that was Australian, one or the other.
Basically the same thing.
Star is very heavy anti-drug, even though they got backer games.
Bro, Cyberjar's not even that broken.
Dude, this is coming. I play traditional Cyberjar with potty greed, all that shit. Painful choice. But there's also one more card I forgot that's on the list that I want to come back, but it won't. Red Reboot.
Okay, now Red Reboot I could maybe see coming back to 2, but I doubt it.
It won't because they need to push Lightning Storm, and no one's playing Lightning Storm, so they have to wait until next year to push Lightning Storm.
It's played right.
It's not as played as much in the side decks.
Well, hang on a second. Hang on. What does Red Reboot being limited do to help Lightning Storm be played more?
Because if you have if you had 2 or 3 Red Reboot, people would not go out and spend $400 on a playset of Lightning Storm if they have enough removal. That's what I believe.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I'm
By
willing
use-
to contest that.
Okay, I get what you're saying. By having red reboot, you don't have to worry about blowing up your opponent's back row because you can just red reboot it and lock everything else out, provided it's a trap.
Yeah, and you have your monsters to counteract their monsters. Or you have your
Okay.
Booker Moon, your Forbidden Chalice, your Imperm, bait out negates.
I mean, Denko Seka can do the same purpose.
Sort of.
You're eating up your normal, and I don't like eating up my normal.
That's fair. Okay, I can agree to most of what you said. There are obviously a few things I don't agree with, but hey, weirder things have happened.
I saved the best for last.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
Beatrice. The 2 or 3.
No. Stop that. No,
I'm gonna go no on that one because if they do hit
Big
BFD, I think Volkswagen might actually go to Beatrice next.
Oh shit, true.
And as someone who plays BA,
Banning Abyss become top tier again, boy.
as someone who plays BA in real life, I
just do because with Beatrice at 1, it's what's keeping them down.
know what
It's
would
like,
be my list?
okay.
I'm sorry if I put a lot of cards off the list for Burning Abyss and level 3 decks, but PK Fire was one of my favorite decks of all time.
I play in
That's
real life,
fine.
dude. I know how that feels.
Beatrice
Yeah.
is the best card in the deck.
But Beatrice, it's never gonna come back to fucking anything else but one. It's just gonna stay there. It's like a foolish burial, literally, for anything.
True.
Yeah, it's the closest thing we got to Lavable Chain, which is never going to see the light of day again.
And
Oh, absolutely not.
And then I'm
When
gonna
you're
leave
able
it.
to repeatedly enable a deck like Burning Abyss that easily. It's just no. Stop.
Then I've watched
It makes
about
way too
35.
resilient.
Watched about 35 banless videos, and let's poke fun at the people who think Vanity's Emptiness and Rat Pair can pull off the list.
Yeah.
Rat Pair, no. Vanity's Emptiness, come on now.
Don't even
There's
try.
so many outs. Don't even try to justify putting that at 1. Like Colossus, I have a bunch of ultra rares,
The
and
thing
I have
is,
a lightly played secret rare. I don't even want Colossus or Masterpiece back.
the thing is, I
And a hot
could live with Colossus coming back to 1 at some
No.
point,
No.
but
No,
not
no, no.
now. Not now. Not when the game is
Just-
already as chaotic as it is.
Not never.
Maybe if we end up going back into a more control format where that kind of thing is promoted, then maybe. But as it is now, no.
You also forget we have those Nemesis cards. Like a lot of people, like they can play a small Nemesis engine to get a free Colossus
God.
upon that negate board. Yeah,
Right. There's the Nemesis Thunder type. Yeah, no, never mind. My entire idea just went out the window. Never fucking mind.
That's why I said no, never, because of that. And I don't know why you didn't pick up on that. I thought you would pick
I
up
forgot
on that.
about it. I completely forgot Nemesis even existed. I have never seen them used in anything.
I play a small Nemesis engine in my Grand Maju deck. I have a Grand Maju stun deck, and then I have a Grand Maju OTK deck.
If you play Grand Magi, you're just desperate. Just being honest.
No, I have about.
No,
I don't
because
play competitive IRL, but I've got dragged back into the game. I got 45 different competitive decks. I wanted to go over all of them, but Dueling Book is off right now.
If you play Grand Maju, then I have no respect for you. You're just a fucking idiot at that point. Like you're just.
I've beaten Grand Maju.
I rarely play it. You want to know my most competitive deck right now? It's Charmers. I play Charmers with the stun package, and I've been told to play Dragoon. I said, fuck no.
Charmers are so average, it hurts.
I've underestimated Charmers at my own peril.
Okay,
I play Charmers. My second competitive deck, I'm probably gonna get some heat for this. But I play War Crime Evil Twin with all the back row and hand traps.
War Crime? Which mean Unchained?
I like it.
War Crime deck is a bunch of hand traps and or a bunch of back row.
I
Unchained,
like that. I'm using that. War Crime. It's so much better than Hand Trap.
It's War Crime.
War Crime deck is like basically War Crime deck. I got it off of Farfa. It's basically you're going off. You're not letting your opponent play, or you have enough back row and enough control card. You're just beat them down and suppress them like people did back in war.
I might actually use that for the invoked idea that I have.
Okay, so to make sure that
Mm.
everybody has an opportunity here, Commando, you said you had a small list of cards that you wanted to see changed off the list?
Yes. What I want to one is what I want banned VFD.
Well,
Yeah.
which we all agreed with.
No one's really disagreeing there.
Number S0.
Oh God, I forgot about him.
Zexel. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Fuck
needs
that
to get
card.
hit, especially with the new Zexel support coming.
Yeah, and Numerons as well, still being able to
Yeah.
make it pretty consistently.
Yeah, S0 needs to get hit, and Dragoons.
Okay, you two want Dragoons to be gone. I'm
do
guessing
not.
you're seeing it a lot?
Every 5 minutes.
Huh.
And to get back to me playing.
What I want.
Which means you would have seen it about
What I would want to one
20 times.
Mirage Stalio.
You too, huh?
Both Mirage Stalio and Lightning Storm.
Lightning
What?
Storm the one?
Lightning Storm won't get hit. Like,
Yeah.
No, it's too soon. Don't.
No,
I
that
will
us
say
agree.
that I
Good
wouldn't
boys.
mind seeing the card get hit eventually, but it's too new. It's too new to get hit.
No, banned up.
Agreed.
Banned up.
I mean, they might put
It
it
might-
to
What would
two,
y'all
maybe,
think of
but
Ash to 1?
It's whatever, really. But Lightning Storm, honestly, it doesn't really do enough damage in the current meta game to really be hit at any capacity. At the moment, it's just there. Like, it's not really doing
Yeah,
much to really affect anything.
it serves the same purpose now as Raigeki did back when it was relevant.
yeah, basically, like Lightning
Ban
Storm.
Raigeki.
Lightning. Bullshit. Okay, a Lightning Storm and triple tactical talent. So many people want them hit. You realize they have scenarios, and if you negate one and they don't open the second one, go to game 2.
Honestly, Talents is not even that. I'm gonna get some flack for this, but I don't think Talents is that great of a card in comparison to Called.
It's
Well-
no comparison to Droplet. Like a lot of people will play more Droplet now, and like I don't see many Droplets unless if it's like on PPG when I watch them or on different streams. But even Droplet is far better than Lightning Storm and TTT at the moment.
Oh,
Droplets
hey.
can just sit on the board.
Oh well, hang
I'm a
on.
little late.
I noticed. Welcome to the stream, Milky Mommy.
Dude, this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Also, what I would want to 2 Gazelle.
Oh,
No.
we're talking about
No.
the ban list.
We're not putting Gazelle back to
Apparently.
2. Like, piss off with that shit, Chief. That ain't happening.
No,
We're going-
like the only thing
we're
I
talking
gave them
about the
back was
ban list.
Stelio.
No.
Yeah, yes, we're talking about the ban list apparently.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
okay.
ban list predictions and things
I've
we'd
just
like to
been
see hit.
listening to it.
What I would want off the ban list, ABC.
Of course you
Yeah.
would. Though to be fair, you do have a bit of a bias because you play that deck.
ABC and Totally Awesome to 3 is probably going
No,
to happen.
Totally Awesome can go to 1. I just
Okay,
want
now,
ABC
hang
off the
on.
list.
I would say
No.
that Totally Awesome can come to 3 if Bahamut gets hit to 1.
Yeah, I agree
I
with that.
can. Bahamut Shark is
I can agree
inherently,
with that.
if you ask me, Bahamut Shark is inherently kind of a bad card design because it
Yeah,
can just
I agree
shit
with
out
that.
whatever.
This is
Like,
true.
People use it for Totally, but people can also use it for Barbarian Shark and then use it to summon whatever, and then
And
use its effect to stack the deck with like some Xyz card, and
Well-
then use some effects to draw,
I
and
mean,
then
this-
get that resource, and that's basically searching, but with just a bit of an extra step.
Yeah, like
And it can really reveal the bullshit.
Bahamut Shark definitely needs hit. Like back in the day before we got MR4, I was playing Phantasmal Spiral and I was tuning out 2 Bahamut Shark of 2 Totally Awesomes of a few Solemn. Nowadays, I play one Bahamut Shark and one Toad in one of my 5 different Charmer decks, and I'm like, I have multiple negates and hand traps. I have a Toad. I can retaliate my Toad, protect my Bahamut Shark.
Could Summon Sort come back if it had an errata?
No. Keep Summon
No.
Slut in fucking horny
Everyone
jail.
does not want
because
Summon Sorcerer's
Summon
back.
Sork.
Are you trying to die right now? Like seriously,
Summon Sork can enable stupid shit to happen like FDKs.
Did you see what the OCD did with Summon Sork and Needle Fiber?
Did
Do you
you
need
see
to like?
what- Did you see what they Summon Sork
No,
did with
I would
plants
change.
and-
I would change the summoning conditions to 3 monsters with the same type and attribute.
Someone when Summon Sork was around me, Summon Sork was out if you like pre-ordered something and you got Summon Sork. If you got that plus the fucking, I think it was Topologic Bomber Dragon at the time, with some plant, you could enable an FDK. I think the plant in question is banned, but that's just an example of stuff that happened. Plus,
Yeah,
people
it was,
already use stuff like fucking that 2 tribute, as I think I mentioned it before, that 2 tribute fairy monster and Red Eyes Flare Metal. Same with Beals. People try to use something like that.
Okay.
Oh yeah, the Infinite Burn.
I know what you're talking about. I have an idea.
Since I was late to this party,
Mhm.
could I just say stuff about the ban list?
Sure. I think it's your turn now, anyways.
I think Commando is not wrong. ABC and Totally were just hit for no fucking reason, and they should just go to 3. Though absolutely Bahamut Shark gets hit. I wouldn't be surprised if they released the fucking Burning Abyss cards since Phantom Rage was out, and that I don't know how consistent the deck is now, but just so since COVID's like lifting, they're going to lift that just so people will buy more of their Phantom Rage stuff.
Right. PK Fire is actually doing really well, so I can understand that.
Yeah. They might also want to promote Phantom Rage by limiting Harp Horror.
Oh, I forgot about Harp Horror.
In order to allow the Orcust Phantom Knight variant to pop up in the metagame.
Let me step in
while also promoting the gold pack, because I think they reprinted some Orcust cards in that pack.
No, let me step in here real fast. To have Harp Horror back, you need to ban Babel, and that's it.
I disagree with that, but okay.
I mean, they only ever ran 1, and
I disagree with that. I think Pursuit needs to be limited if you're going to go about disruptions.
Or you can hit your counter trap or your link to.
You see, the thing
Harp
is,
Horror is an enabler.
Dingirsu doesn't need to be hit because it's play 1 no matter what anyway, and Harp Horror was banned because it enabled Orcust to be as splash ball as it was for all those years. And
also, whatever, I don't know what YouTuber said it, but whoever the hell said Engage was the one, you're a dumbass.
Yeah, like, I agree with that, honestly.
Get your sword, boys. Come on, go.
As for Unlimits, Thunder Dragon Colossus could go to 1.
Oh, no, it couldn't.
We were actually just talking about that 5 minutes ago, and I, for half a second, said yes, and then I switched back to no the second I remembered that Nemesis exists.
I listed a whole Nemesis card, and I listed a whole bunch of cards I want.
The Nemesis. I'm sorry, but no.
I listed a whole bunch of
people were scared about Nemesis when it came out, and it did nothing. And people use it in some decks like there was a 1-0 out by Mr. Orakauskas that just came out. Please check out that thing. He's actually quite a good 101er.
I watch him.
He's pretty
welcome,
good.
Mr. Orakauskas, for plugging.
I'm in Decatron's server with him. He's pretty good.
Yeah, but Arc Nemesis and those cards are just not that good. I'm sorry, but
I mean, it's a shit engine, but people fear Colossus. It's like the same reason people don't even want any of the Dragon Rollers back. And I would love to see Blaster back. Because
plus a lot of the decks currently have just send effects. like a Deus Ex Machina, the gigantic utopic not monster, and think Girsu with this ban list, think Girsu would be more relevant. As for anything else, personally, I think Phantom Knight's Fogblade should go to 1 already.
It won't until it gets the reprint, which the reprint won't happen until March.
There are too many Phantom Knight searches, and they just search Fogblade. Make them search something else.
It won't be hit until they push the set in March and push the secrets and ultras out, whatever the rarity it's going to be. Like, they need to... Konami's not a company for our health, Yu-Gi-Oh! Health. They're just there to sit back and make money and laugh at the pain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, fuck, I don't remember a lot of the ban lists or what was hit recently.
Not much.
Just pull up the ban list. I went through mine. I went through mine. I had a big wish list that I got bitch chat for.
Anyway, to quote Farfa, since he quite stated that a lot of the links that are causing problems that are out are too early to get hit. He said to hit the synchro brass whatever guy.
Marshall Metal Marsher?
Metal Marsher.
Yeah, I actually mentioned that one.
I say this because everything else is too new except Metal Marsher. And it'll prevent them from getting a free Herald of Arclight.
True, but we also said ban Link Ross and hit Metal Marcher. I mean, no, hit Herald. But you got to look this way. You got to look at it this way. The OCG banned Link Ross 6 months after it being in their card game.
Yeah, well, Japan is somewhere that actually gives a shit about their meta and not more about
yeah.
Oh,
you got to keep in mind the different area plus their metagame is a lot slower. So when Link Ross and Needle Fiber came out and made it super fast and made all these cards that people drew not fucking matter in the long run because someone could just shit out a stupid board, that's when they decided to ban Link Cross.
And then, like the OCG has max C to 3. We'll never have it back. And I agree.
I think that it should go to 3 because we need to slow.
We need max C, but that won't happen. But I'm telling you,
we need a slower game. We need a slower game.
We really do need a slower game
in order for them to figure out.
I don't know if I agree with the idea
to make it better.
I don't know.
That's why I listed so many floodgates I wanted back, or so many cards I wanted back for a slower game, because I don't believe we'll get max C. What we're feeling like D Fissure, Macro.
In before Dragon Rulers.
I think that max C, regardless of what people say, like for example, people are saying, "Oh, if Max comes there, it's like it's gonna be a shit, like regionals and whatever." People don't complain about Max C in Japan. People don't complain about that in Japan as much as everyone else in the universe complains about specific floodgates, Texel, you can only have one, rivalry, secret village of the spellcasters, etc. There's just bring Max C in order to see what it does. It'll innately slow down the game. Every rogue player will be happy with it, except people who do super big combo heavy decks. But then they'll learn to slow down, including me. I'm also one of those who would fucking suffer if Max C would, because everyone knows my deck. Danger Dark World summons the whole deck and then goes in the Gandora, pays half my life points, attack directly for over 10,000 damage. Even I would have to slow down. I'd have to set up a board with Xyz and other negates and just sit on that and then wait to see what my opponent does.
So one good way that Max C can come back is they'll be like, here's 3 Max C. Oh, here's also that card that sends Max C to the graveyard and negates it for a turn. I can't think of the card.
Cross out Designator?
Yeah, Cross out Designator.
Is out.
Not in the TCG, but if they give us Cross out Designator in the TCG,
they will.
The Max C will come back. But Cross out Designator will be an $80 secret.
They will bring it. Are you kidding? Konami loves money. They'll bring Cross out here.
Gonna put it.
and they limited cold. By
They're
the
gonna
way,
they're gonna put it in Blazing Vortex or the Zelda set in March. But I'd say they need to put it in Blazing Vortex because that set doesn't entice me, even though it has so much good stuff.
Speaking of
not
Blazing
enticed by
Vortex,
it.
speaking of Blazing Vortex, we've been talking about the ban list for a while, so I'd like to hop over to the new products coming out, unless Noughtic has anything he wants to add.
No, yeah. Ban
make-
Jerry Beans, man. He's too powerful.
For fuck's
Honestly,
That's scary target right there.
I
Aroma
just
just
can't
been
believe they've let him run
broken.
this long.
I swear to God,
Broken.
leave Jerry Beansman alone. Let him torture Yugi. No.
Hey, Yugi Nono is awesome, man. I know. I've met the guy.
Beans. They
God.
cannibalize their own beans.
God
Shut up.
bless Beans.
All right,
God
let's.
bless Yugi No.
Yes,
Amen.
yes. Thank you, Yugi Jesus, for existing. So going into
Next
the next
podcast, can we pray for Yugi Jesus for the first 5 minutes of it?
I'm okay with that. We'll have to figure out what
Of
kind of
course you
prayer.
bloody are. We have a problem with it.
We'll have to figure out what kind of prayer he would be happy with. But
Larvae Moth is a fucking spaghetti monster from that
Hold on.
religion.
He shows up in the Discord from time to time. All you gotta do was just
I
add
know.
him these lines.
I know. I'm in his Discord too. He's amazing.
Anyway,
But back, let's
before we go any further,
Anyway,
we both got
Anyway,
featured in
Blazer-
this video when Dradit came back.
What was that
I
now?
think we should.
So we both got featured in this video when Dradit came back.
Right, we both got our names looked at in Yugi Nono's video when Drytron
I asked for it, and then he went down. I asked for it, and he said, "It shall be done," and then it showed your name.
I remember. I mentioned that when it happened, and then I forgot. Okay, so let's shift over to the next topic on the list, which is the new incoming product. Last month we talked about
Chaz
Genesis.
it up! Chaz it up!
Sorry.
Sorry.
Before
Sorry, I couldn't help myself.
It's fine.
Before Genesis Impact, we get the Speed Duel set, which is okay for nostalgia.
Fair.
Then we get Genesis.
Rev it up! Rev it up! I'm sorry.
The thing
I
is,
couldn't help that
Genesis
either.
Impact was actually supposed to drop today, but it got pushed back 2 weeks.
I swear if the Speed Duel set gets delayed, I'm going to be upset because I pre-ordered a half case with a friend. We went half and half on that. I just want it for the GOAT format staples and just the excuse to order other $30 binder to put the cards in.
Fair enough. Genesis Impact will have Magistus, which I don't think anyone really cares about.
Other than the waifu people.
I was going to say that next. Evil and Live Twin, which my wife is kind of interested in. I mean, hey, they localized a card to say Live Twin GG no Re.
Please no.
Fair point.
If for no other reason, I have to give them 2 claps for that localization. That's all they get out of me.
They played.
Yeah,
They played
I mean,
Overwatch. Wow.
Narcissist Socialist confirmed.
I mean,
and
let's just be honest. The best deck out of that damn set is Rituals, and that's sad.
Drytron, yeah, that was next. Drytron looks cool, but they're just going to be regaled down to an engine.
Oh boy, here we go.
I mean,
Sorta. They're kind of hard to streamline that easily. But
that is true.
Yeah.
Incantations is probably easier, but that doesn't change.
Just like Danger.
Yeah, pretty much.
I'm gonna catch a lot of heat though. I think the Nightmares are the best thing to get reprinted in that set because we have the Zoro card, which is dog shit. We have Bottomless Trap Hole, and then we have the Nightmares, and then I don't know what other reprints we got.
There's a list of them. I don't have it on hand. What I do have on hand is that the list of all the stuff that's supposedly going to get reprints in Legendary Duelist 2, which drops in January. It's going to have reprints from White Dragon Abyss and Sisters of the Rose. And if I'm accurate, that means we should see cards from Blue Eyes, Harpy, Cyber Angel, Cyber Dragon, Black Wings, Black Rose, Galaxy Eyes, and Trains.
Oh, fuck yes. That means I could actually get back into my Eugene Harpy phase.
Black Rose Gang, Trishula sucks. Black Rose Gang, Trishula sucks.
I agree. A Milky Mommy, I agree. Especially the girl who played it. Everyone had a crush on them. Everyone went through puberty feeling funny about or the girl from 5Ds.
Including me!
The Nashi still has porn of it.
She looks very gorgeous to me!
I mean,
also-
you also have the fortune lady people. But
I really
yeah,
hope that
no,
the Link
macro-
Monster comes out. I really hope that the Link Monster comes out, because I want to be a
There is,
BRD
wait,
people.
They
I want
don't have
BRD
one.
people at their normal summon.
They already have Rose Dragons. Already have a Link Monster. It's Cross Rose Dragon. Did you not know that?
That's what I mean. The Link. That's what I mean. The Link Monster. I want to do that on people on their fucking normal summon.
You just fab to it. Anyway, what?
I was actually going to say, I also believe that in LVS2, they're going to give us the new Blue Eyes and Galaxy Eyes cards.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. After that, we got Blazing Vortex, which you mentioned earlier. It's supposedly going to have support for a lot of stuff. Ancient Warrior, Armed Dragon, chaz it up. Constellar, Digital Bug. Digital Bug I'm happy about. That's cool.
You're a bug.
There was pictures a few days ago that were leaked, but we don't know the effects. There's a Shadow Pendulum Monster. There's a Zodiac Link 2. It's set in Japan, but we don't have any more information on that.
Well, I actually know what you're talking about when it comes to the Zodiac Link 2. That thing is 100% fake.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, if it's going to be, if we're ever going to get a 13th Zodiac monster, it's going to be the 13th Zodiac sign, and that was not it.
Yeah, that's what I achieved.
Anyways, Dogmatica's new card, Dragoonity's new card, or cards. Dream Mirror.
They're probably going to get a structure deck or a stat pack.
No. Dragoonity won't get the structure deck. It's going to be put in the new set in March, which is total bullshit. They did the same thing for Pendulum, and Pendulum players had to pay out the ass. I mean, Pendulum players had to buy 2 boxes just to get
Pendulum!
Dual Avatar gets its new card. Eldritch gets its new fusion, I think it is.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, we forgot something on the ban list.
What's that?
800 card for Eldritch. Limit that bitch, because that's too consistent.
I could see that, maybe, sure.
That or the trap that summons Golden Lord.
Yeah, I hear a lot of people saying that one.
Yeah.
Let's see. Evil and Live Tune will be getting another card. Fabled's getting their new support, which I'm happy about.
Dude, Dangled Fable. Oh,
Dangled Fable. Is that right?
Dangled Fable. 5.
No.
No. Dude,
no.
Dude,
Never gonna happen.
I used to play Fabled Quasar. It makes me moist. I love Fable.
Please never say we're moist again.
It's not going to happen except with 3 dangers.
I actually want that Link 5 for my ABC.
Of course you do.
You buy as fuck.
Let's see. Machina, Metal Foes. Oh, Metal Foes.
Ain't no shame in my game.
Machina, it's Machina. Actually, Machina.
I refuse to say that because that would imply that it's related to Deus Ex Machina.
Well,
games.
Anyways, Ojama is getting their new card. You're welcome, Rada.
There's still no Ojama Lime, so it's fake news.
It's still an Ojama crime.
Tri Brigade's getting another new card. Kit, I think it was.
Yeah, I'm happy about that. I need to get one of those for collection. I need to get one of each Tri Brigade card for collection.
VW is going to get a new card, which means they're probably going to survive another ban list after that because they want it to sell.
Yeah. They're going to probably not ban Gothams, and they're going to ban VFT because VFT is a problem card.
It is.
And Gothams is a problem too.
Forgot Calamities. Yeah, ban that.
Yeah,
God damn it.
Don't worry. Every single one of us unanimously agrees that thing either needs to be banned or at best limited. And the new Wind Witch cards. I don't think any of them is going to see play except an actual Wind Witch deck, which I don't even know if it exists.
It doesn't. Magic spent their Wind Witch. I seen the Charmer one witch deck, and I just wanted to reach to the screen and steal his goddamn ultimate.
Oh.
The set's also going to introduce the new Spriggun cards, which I kind of want their rank 8.
Bang, bang.
Dude, I freaking love that they're a glass ceiling deck, but still fun.
And Security Force, which just it looks like Mech Knights with extra
Terrible.
steps.
Next.
Alright.
Next.
Well, hang on.
Next.
Next.
Speed run.
All right,
Speed run.
fine. Next up is the
Speed
Ice Barrier
Force
structure.
bad.
Ice Barrier structure deck, it all depends on the reprints.
I'm getting it.
I swear to God, if they put evenly in that after they skipped my babies, I'm gonna be pissed.
You mean Deus Ex Machina?
Fuck's sake.
And then you mentioned this earlier. We got the Ghosts from the Past set dropping in March. It's going to have support for 9 different decks, including Dragoonity, Shadal, Cypher, and a bunch of others.
Hi, my friend just.
I want the Cypher stuff.
Konami, you fucking killed Heretics. I'm coming for you.
Same here. I used to play Red Ice Erratic. Set up a Crystal Wing and 2 Flare Metal, or set up triple Flare Metal. And I used to love that.
You are evil.
What is your problem?
It makes you feel any better. Harak is still shit.
Yeah, it is. Okay, so I don't know if y'all heard about this. New Severus monster, Proxy Horse.
Boring.
Trojan Horse. Ha 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 ha.
I'm gonna proxy it.
Can you proxy a Trojan Horse for that one joke?
Also, in the new Ghost from the Past set that's when we're getting the Sun Avalon cards, and they still haven't told us yet, but that we're also getting a brand new archetype for that.
Oh boy, my favorite.
Wow.
I hope and I pray that the new archetype that they are quote unquote bringing to us is Armadas Legio.
Is Gandor Giga Rays.
Yeah, yeah.
Of course you'd want that.
Yes,
I think
of course
we all
I would, because it's my fucking deck.
We don't want
My
that.
signature
Wait, are they going to be Cybers or are they going to be Rock?
Pay half my life points
Who?
to win. Oh god, I remember hating the Solemn Judgment cards because I thought they were so bad because they paid life points to do stuff.
Yeah, it's amazing how a couple of years of difference, hardship, and constant access to cancer makes us realize just how fair those cards were in comparison to the stuff we're getting now. Power Creep's a bitch. But that's pretty much everything I could find coming out for Yu-Gi-Oh! You weren't here for it, but I am planning on making new updates to a lot of my decks once the ban lists drop.
It's all your fault, Stardust Dragon.
Yeah.
It's all for being edgy protagonist anime card.
Actually, no. I think it's just in general solemn. And no. You know what? No. Fucking. It's Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon's fault. Honestly, it's Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon's fault.
It's all your fault, Elemental Hero Nears.
It's all your fault. It's all your fault, Penguin Soldier.
Speaking of heroes, I get a lot of heat.
I like when the Noughtic talks. It's just random bullshit. It's irrelevant.
I mean, I get a lot of heat, but I would like to see a hero list go off the list. Like, there's a lot of decks that I want to come back.
You have no idea how bad I want to perish in the fires of hell right now for that one sentence.
Hey, I like to see a lot of stuff other than these negate that decks that just want to go after people put out the negate that decks, they finger their asshole and say, "Look at me, I'm a good person for putting on a negate board."
Personally, I either want to pay half my life points to just kill you, with multiple steps before that, of course, including going through my whole deck, just for a silly anime attack, or go into Heretics and kill you with Trident Region. Or do the same thing, but with normal dragons and enchanted fitting room.
Literally, the Herotic XYZ. Whatever support Heretics has recently got is that
That's
one
not
card.
support.
Okay, Heretics will never be good.
They'll never be good.
They'll never be good because they added terrible support.
The only Herotic
They
deck...
could have just... Bro, they could have
so
just
cool.
added. They could have just added a spell card that tributes a Heretic monster that's level 5 or higher to special summon another from the deck.
You know it's bad.
Or a Heretic tuner normal monster, or a Heretic monster that's just considered a normal monster while in the deck, hand deck or graveyard, just like how Dragon Spirit of White is.
Yeah, pretty much. But you know how bad it is when Heretic Itchki was the only good Heretic deck other than the fun Heretic decks.
I genuinely have a question. When making Heretic support, why did no one think to copy the effect of Dragon Spirit of White, as it literally is considered a normal monster in the deck, and Heretic monster special summon straight from the deck? How about that one, Konami?
They could have done that. Look what they did.
I'm pretty sure it's because
generic
there's
negate, a generic
between
negate.
Konami R&D and the actual.
Oh no, Konami was. Look at the past two structure decks. Dog shit. I love my Charmers, but dog shit. They give us Ice Bears. Dog shit. Usually in February. We get a good deck. The past three structure decks, actually 4. Machina, Sacred Beast, Charmers, and Ice Bears. The past 4 structure decks have been meh.
Well, you can blame the poll for the last one.
Yeah. No, the poll decided Charmers too.
That's what I'm getting at, though. Charmers is fine. I'm saying the latest poll was a problem because everybody wanted Ice Barrier. I would have been ecstatic to see.
The poll.
Yeah, the poll.
It was a good meme, all right. It was a good meme.
I wanted
the poll made Sacred Beast, Charmers, and Ice Bears. That was bad.
Honestly, Gusto was so close to winning that. It was so close.
People did it for the memes. If Ice Bear wasn't on there, Gustos would have won. And then Gustos would have been another decent deck. But I think
Gustos was clearly the better option.
It was, but people said, I want to vote Ice Bears. Ice Bears best deck. 20 XD, Sacred Beast. Charmers are better than the damn Sacred Beast deck. Oh, let me put up 2 big negators. Okay, let me break your fucking board with Charmers.
I don't think Charmers are that good.
I just play them for fun and
overhype them.
Yeah,
I just play them for fun. I just hope all my orders come in. Like I dropped $110 and I might have to get that all refunded.
Yeah, but you are overhyping it a bit, if I'm being honest, Chief.
I've been a Charmer fan for a while. So I rather overhype Charmer than Ice Bears. Oh, what are we getting? Oh, no good reprints because I looked
I don't understand why everyone's complaining about the ban list so much. I mean, Pantheism wasn't limited. I think this is an absolute win.
To be fair, I wore that card on ban for so long because okay, you guys can fucking bash me all you want for this, but I love Monarchs.
I mean,
hey,
I like back when Monarchs were first released. I started playing Slife for the Sky Dragon Monarchs, and I actually won.
The thing is,
because no one would understand how their monsters were still getting their monsters reduced by that attack, even when they flipped their fucking negate everything that's tribute summoned. Slide for the Sky Dragon has to be tribute summoned too.
Alright, so I'm looking over the Ice Bear. They got Cross-Out Designated, Crackdown, and Vanity's Emptiness. We're not going to get Cross-Out Designator. We're not going to get Vanity's Emptiness. We're probably going to get Crackdown. And then they're probably going to put a $4 reprint. Sell the Ice Bear structure. That's plausible. And it's not even going to be any good.
Anyways, what were we saying, Nashi?
Actually, that was pretty much all I had as far as Yu-Gi-Oh related stuff. I was just letting you guys run through your course.
I mean, one thing I want to play. God,
I just had a very disappointed side from me. I thought, oh shit, we're boring him.
Yeah, like
no, not at all. I was taking a drink.
I'm just talking for like 12 years.
The only thing
Wait, 12.
Same here.
That's
But
my
I want to get into the Digimon card game if it gets popular. But then knowing the Digimon card game and the scalping and all that, background noises, the scalping and all that, boxes are already overpriced.
Of course they are.
Background noises.
They did a COVID, like
background noise.
But the release is not as bad as $15,000 PlayStation 5s.
Yeah, can't argue that. I draw the line at 10.
Wait, what?
PlayStation 5s are being sold for $5,000 to $15,000 when you can just get one for $1,000 by overpaying. But those got bought out by other scalpers. Scalpers buying out scalpers. Isn't that lovely?
Yeah, that's how the
Money
magic
making the world go
secondary
round.
market works.
Thank you, capitalism.
So it's
United States is a broken system. I mean, what?
It's official. The Nash is a capitalist pig.
I was trying to
Oink,
say
oink,
that while
motherfucker.
someone else is talking. Why did you all go silent?
Since you're a pig from the UK, well, Prime Minister's fuck the pig. Get the fuck over here.
Sorry, there's only 2 people on the planet that can do that. You ain't one of them.
Me.
Jesus.
2 people.
Should I be offended or
Wait a
not? I
minute.
can't tell.
Yeah.
That's more than 1.
See, I want you.
Well, since we're talking other card games now, anyways, I'd like to grab the reins and talk Weiss.
Yes.
Oh God, I want to play that JoJo card game, but they're all bought out.
JoJo card game? What?
Weiss Schwartz has a JoJo archetype.
Yeah, I know, but like the fuck.
It's part 5 only, though. I would have been happier if it was 4, but 5 is fine.
I'd have been happy if it was part 3 or 4.
I was gonna say part 3 actually.
3, yeah. I will not argue about a 3 either. I mean, but they just released the Adventure Time set. I already have. Oh my god! Will you stop?
Chaos, we get you're like simp, but other card games exist.
No,
Hey.
I don't play these games.
Well, that's not really our problem now, is it?
Just because you play with yourself over Dimension Gold does not mean we can't talk about other card games.
Personally, I was doing that. Bruh, personally, I was doing that so I would just be there and just she'd be like, "Hey, wake up back there," and be like, "Huh, what?" And like, "Oh,
could I bring up Vanguard for a bit?
You know what? Sure, go ahead and bring up Vanguard for a few minutes if you want. I can wait.
I mean, the only thing in Vanguard I want to play is Great Nature, but that's still expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm actually thinking about playing the Dauntless Drive Dragon deck because they just slapped the Break Rides effect onto it and called it a day. The first time in my life where I can actually say, thank God for laziness.
You sound just like another Connie player, you basic prick. Also,
the effect is literally just, oh, you have 4 cards in your hand, drop 3, restand. That's literally the same.
Wait,
that's the same damn thing as the Break Ride, and I'm like, I'm okay with this.
Commando, that plus the cross.
Also, I was actually thinking of Nouvelle Vague.
How about you die? Anyway.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Like,
anyway.
That's how I feel.
Tomi, you got something playing in the background.
Change that background, Toy Chief.
Excuse me?
Right.
Tomi, you might want to change that background a little bit, mate, because we gonna hear your porn stash from here.
I can hear the hentai. It's a classic.
That's Nanashi, not him.
I've seen enough hentai to know what a hentai sounds like.
Yeah.
Anyways, if I may reclaim,
Mob Psycho.
Well, that was going to be next. Adventure Time is out. I'm planning on rebuilding. I'm planning on building the Marceline and Ice King deck straight up. I've already got a build planned. It's just going to take a bit of time to get all the cards together. But luckily, the cards aren't even that expensive. I think it only cost me like $100 to build, which is phenomenal cheap.
I don't know what Adventure Time really has to offer. I haven't really looked into it as much. I'm going to have to look into it and see what the fuck they do. Probably have something to do with some sort of with memory, from my understanding, but I'm not sure if that's the main gimmick or not.
Adventure Time focuses on memory, which is the banished pile in Yu-Gi-Oh terms. And the build that I have in mind uses the memory to advance its combos, get more power, and in case of the highest level cards being Marceline and Ice King, one can play early, the other gains a huge boost.
Well, I'm not sure what they really do, so I'm going
Oh, we lost someone.
That's chaos, but I will look into it, but I'm also interested in the Mob Psycho stuff as well.
Yeah, Mob Psycho drops in 2 weeks. We're getting announcements over in the Y Schwartz Discord server I started up. And it's looking interesting. I'm loving the way that they've been sorting out some of the cards. Mob himself and his classmates appear to be blue. The yellows appear to be Reagan and that other psychic kid with the wig. The reds appear to be the members of the organization, and the green appears to be the LOL cult. And that ghost, Dimple.
Oh, I would love to play White Schwartz, but my locals doesn't sell it, no support it, and to get it, I would have to visit the Chicago locals. And right now, that area is full of nothing but idiots, crime, and COVID.
Well,
so
hang on. Do you have Tabletop Simulator? Shut up.
No, I do not. I have a Chromebook at the moment because my
laptop. I have feet, though. We can make something happen here.
Oh, God. No.
Tabletop Simulator has
Ooh, that's a reference.
No.
Well, what I was getting at was Tabletop Simulator. I've been messing around with it for a while. I can build decks and actually play them on Tabletop Simulator. It's the closest thing we've got to an emulator right now, and it works.
Holy shit. That's actually pretty good.
No, if you bring it up again, I'll actually draw part of Nanashi's persona and post it on this fucking stream.
I'll be right back.
Please don't.
I'll commission it specifically for you.
My wife already took care of that. She beat you to the punch by like 3 years.
She beats me the other
3 whole
things.
Years, damn.
Well, she beats me the other things. Well, she beats me the other things about you.
Didn't post it to the server though.
Quiet. But anyways, back to the point. The Mob Psycho stuff seems to be a little bit all over the place. It has a little bit of memory play. It has a little bit of level play. It doesn't seem to do anything specific right now, but we only know like a fraction of the cards.
I think he'll just be like blue-yellow, honestly, for the most part.
Yeah, the main characters are blue-yellow, and you might be able to throw some green in there. After that, we've still got Fate Grand Order, whatever, Babylonia dropping in January, ReZero Frozen Bond in February, as well as Magia Record, and Date A Live is dropping on March. And we have confirmation that Fate Stay Night Heaven's Feel, Kaguya-sama Love is War, the anime version of Magia Record, and, I can't believe I'm saying this out loud, Sword Art Online War of the Underworld are coming.
Oh, Christ. Sword Art Online. Christ, that's a weird shit.
Yeah, they've got like 4 or 5 sets already, not including the Gun Gale Online alternate storyline. And it's like the only archetype that's ever remained consistently viable and available to play at competitive levels since its inception, because it keeps getting new crap.
Yeah, White Schwartz is amazing. Like before I left, I only played the trial deck for casual play back in 2015.
Right.
But I want to get back in.
Well, if you ever get your hands on a decent computer that can handle Tabletop Simulator, there's a way to play online, and there's actually a server where you can go and play through the remote duel process, basically. They have a server dedicated to it, to where you can do that for White Schwartz and other Bushiroad games.
One of my saddest Bushiroad deaths was Buddy Fight. I got into it during the last season. My friend's deck and then it died.
Yeah.
I actually got into Buddy Fight during the whole Buddy Fight 100. I still have my Hero World deck, which is Dark Hero, otherwise known as Black People Yosenju.
Oh, whoa, okay. That's an odd way to describe it.
Well, look, I love Dark Hero. Fuck off.
I mean, try not
we
to
need to make a
actually
white hero.
canceled. We got those SJW twats that just need to get.
Oh,
haven't got
please.
their
Like I'm
ass
even.
all fingered again.
Please. Like I'm even on their radar.
I mean, this is what I
Like,
want to
I
do for
love-
SJW. Just put them in a trash compactor.
I love Yosenju. Don't get me wrong, but I love Dark Hero. Don't get me wrong, but it's literally just black guy. They're just heroes
Can we
that
move
run.
on from this before it gets out of hand?
No. Let him. This is already a slow-moving car crash. Let him make it worse.
Well, Commando, one thing I'd say to you about that. I'm a Legend World main. How do you feel about me?
Uh-oh.
You blaspheme my whole soul.
Yes! 11-15's overkill. Hey, nice knowing you, Chief, but I've swords. Lots of them.
Okay, trying to think if there's anything else worth mentioning. Did anyone see the Red versus Blue death battle I mentioned last podcast?
Yeah, it was
No,
decent.
I'd seen it yet, so don't spoil for me, you bunch of pricks.
It's fine. Not going to say a word, but somebody in this Discord server predicted the outcome really early.
I think it was you.
Supernatural's over. Last episode finally aired.
Yeah, I watched that. And I was sad. I'm not going to spoil it for anyone. They could have did one more season. And like other shows, they're going to come back with a knockoff or a three series thing. Like if DuckTales can come back for 3 seasons and be canceled, and rumors of Disney Plus picking them up for one last season. Like I have a feeling Supernatural could have pulled what Lucifer did. They could have the last season and then went 1 or 2 more seasons on Netflix.
Yeah, maybe, but then they'd have to go to Netflix.
I know Netflix is also awful for cuties.
Yeah,
you said the name.
That's
no.
my favorite show.
Last podcast, I mentioned that once and thought we'd go nowhere. I was so fucking wrong.
Dude, never mention that name.
Yeah, like, dude, I brought up last time, and I basically got told to shoot myself borderline because
we didn't even allow you to say the name.
Look, in my defense, I did think of it. Look, in my
defense,
not
bad.
Oh god,
what the fuck? Bad. Abort! Where's the fucking abort button in this?
Abort.
No, Tommy, just shut up. Look, if Nashi can probably beat the piss out of me for saying anything about it, I don't think you should say a fucking thing, mate.
I wasn't here for that. I was basically hanging out with family that day.
Okay, I think we've covered basically everything we all came here to cover. Anyone got anything else to contribute?
Nothing really. What's your weekend looking like? Mine's just basically walking around town and baking. Like I dropped $220 on groceries.
Oh, this weekend?
I'm gonna bake it. Cook some. Yeah, this weekend I'm gonna cook some cod. I'll fry it, and then I'm gonna cook some wings up, and then cook some a German chocolate cake up because I need to get back in a state of cooking. Because if I cook, I get to go outside and work out more instead of just eating small meals and staying inside.
I don't really have anything planned. I'm going to be working Friday night. I'm going to be working Sunday morning into Sunday evening. Pretty much all of Saturday is just going to be resting for me. And beyond that, I can't think of anything.
My Saturday is going to be college football and wings, and then my Sunday is going to be fried cod, German chocolate cake, and NFL.
My weekend's probably going to be, if Noughtic is up for it, learning MTG.
Yeah, boys.
I'm just glad that one sport is still on.
I want to talk about the comparisons. What do you call it between MTG and Yu-Gi-Oh? And I wanted to tail it off before. I won't get into it now because it's almost over. But
you know what they call that? Heresy.
Shut up.
What was it called? Because they were talking about the ban list and all these criticisms about R&D, and basically it's just like with Yu-Gi-Oh, you don't really have a face other than, oh, it's Konami. It's Konami who did that. Whereas in Magic, you can literally message directly the person who designed the card and be like, what the fuck?
Blizzard might have fat asses and pedos, but at least the fucking higher ups know what they're doing.
And I think that's probably a good note to end this on before it gets any worse.
Yeah, before Tommy just opens his mouth any further.
Hey, I just hate the fucking MTG community compared to my own locals.
I mean, Magic
I
players
can't
hate
argue
everything.
that.
That's sort of the running theme.
All right, so we're about to hit an hour and a half on this. I didn't even realize.
Neither did I, to be honest.
So we're gonna call it a night here. I've been your host, Anashi.
Boys.
This has been surprisingly fun and a little bit nerve-wracking.
Thanks, Tommy.
Hey, Commando said some fucked up shit too. I mean,
I'm
a Chicago.
Well,
I'm a Chicagoan. I like to say fucked up shit, but I ain't going as far as saying what it brown people and all that.
Well, you clearly bloody did.
All right, let's call it a night. I've been your host, Anashi. This has been fun and a little nerve-wracking, but we managed to get through it again without anybody, experiencing the actual car crash instead of the more metaphorical one. So, good night. This has been fun. If anybody else in the server wants to take part, all they have to do is join in. We have a role for it now, which has been asked for, surprisingly enough. I never even thought to make one, but I didn't think anybody would actually want it.
I mean, I believe if this gets more popular, we might have to have a role to join this.
Well, yeah, but we have a style role right now. It's pretty much just aesthetic.
We had a troll at one point during the server, and if I was awake, I would have cursed him out.
Probably. Well, everybody have a great time. I'll see you guys in a month. The next one will be on the first Friday of January 2021, provided we don't die before then.
Before we go, guys, remember, we're getting the 13th off in December, and aliens are going to attack. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Wow.